just popped down to Birkenhead to get a view of the Liverpool Waterfront, and lo and behold, the Stena Link. The boat is in, or was in, and it's clearing off now. Where's it go? Is it Ireland or the Isle of Man? I'm not sure myself. Not sure if it's Belfast or if it's
No, it doesn't go Belfast. It goes to
Dublin.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, there you go.
Parts to Ireland.
But it's off ski. Good to see the boat going out. There it goes. Don't think I'll be able to keep up with it much longer. It's going to vanish behind all of this. It was good to see though. It's nice to see the boat going out. Yeah, it's well hidden behind the bridge now.
You were down there last time before that building.
Yeah.
Down parts.
Yeah, had we been a couple of minutes earlier, we might have got a view of the ship reversing out here, but just missed it. And I'm not quite sure what that one is over there. Whether it's something to do with the Mersey Tunnel. I think ahead we've got the ferry.
Yeah, you know the Mersey. Oh, can I say something? Oh, sorry. I don't even come holding on here. Sorry. All it is I think you know the Mersey Tunnel on the Birkenhead Tunnel.
Yeah.
You need to get something to get rid of the carbon monoxide gases.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
you? And there's a tunnel like sucks it in.
Like a vent or
like
something.
A vent. Yeah, I think that's part
Ah,
of the
right. Yeah.
natural flow.
Yeah,
Draft.
that makes sense.
Exclusion tunnel. There's a term for it, but I don't know what the term is.
Well, this is the ferry terminal here.
I think
That's
that's what it is. So,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ferry terminal building, isn't that?
Just see the Stena line disappearing behind that bridge. I don't know if this camera will pick it up. It's only got a tiny little sensor. I mean, the lens on this is only about the size of a thumbnail, so it's doing well to pick anything up. But the Liver building looks really pretty. Going to see if I can get past all of this loading thing, or whatever the heck you call it, dock. Get a couple of photos, hopefully, of the Liver building and Cunard building and what have you. Tell we're at a city, can't you? You can hear the sirens going off across the way.
Oh, there's the Mersey boat.
Blue lights over there, and the sirens coming from that direction over by the Liver building somewhere. Watch out behind you, fellas. No worries, mate.
I couldn't see him.
I know you should do that, but I don't argue with it, but I do the same. I frighten myself.
Seagulls and all sorts. Okay, we've called up to Liverpool. Well, we've called up to Birkenhead exactly, because I thought might be able to get a few photos of the Liverpool riverfront whilst I was here. The ferry's parked up for the evening now. I did capture a little bit of the Stena line going out. I paused the video because there's a lot of chatter that was irrelevant, so I might stick it on the beginning of this, but I'll have to see. Up here we've got like, I think it's a vent for the Queensway tunnel, I think. Few photos. A lighthouse, a little one over there. Yeah, possibly. Don't know why they'd have a lighthouse in the river, but you never know. This doesn't zoom in very far, I'm afraid. And you'll be getting a hell of a lot of wind noise. Because there's a hell of a lot of wind.
Like I said, when it's water, it's going to be cold, windy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, it's wind and coldness doesn't a lot of water. It will be...
Last time when we were over in, where was it? I think it was Blackpool. Got a lot of wind noise. One day I'll be able to invest in a decent mic. Until then, unfortunately, you're stuck. But this across the water here is Liverpool. I'm on the Birkenhead side. I've got the cathedral straight ahead at the moment. And then there's a big wheel on the docks there. The Radio City Tower. Got the Museum of Liverpool. And just to the right of the Radio City Tower, you can just about see Paddy's Wigwam sticking out the top. And in front of that is the Albert Dock. And then you've got the three Graces. Now I can't remember what they all are. I think it's the Port of Liverpool building, the Cunard building, and the Liver building. I think that's the three. But I can't remember which one is which. I don't know. I think the one that looks a little bit like the White House is the Port of Liverpool building. I think the Cunard building's the square one, and that's right next to the Liver building. I think that's the right way round. You don't know, do you, love? I'm not sure myself.
No, that's the Liver building.
Yeah, you can't miss the Liver building. The Liver bird's on the top. And the clock. It's about 11:05. The Stena line set off from the dock just over here in front of us now. But it's really peaceful. It's dead nice this time of night. Now if I had a better camera, I'd be able to zoom in over there. I've got a few photos though. I'll have to get a gimbal from the SLR, then I'll be able to do some zooming and filming at the same time. Thinking this is a vent tunnel, it might give us some more info closer to it. later, the lads fishing. It's bloody cold out here at night, and they're just looking at the tip of the rod for a little pull. Must have eyes of a bat. Fair dues to them. It's alright, isn't it?
Right, go on, I'll let you go and I'll speak to you later on, okay? Okay, you to go for a run and look at that when she tells you to, okay?
There's some info on the some info on here. I don't think this camera will pick it up in this light. But there's a picture of Andy McCluskey from OMD. He bought his first base from Birkenhead Park Selling Services 45 years ago. Yeah, this is the ventilation tower. Art Deco, 1920s. It was built 1920s, yeah. I think it's a little bit too dark for the camera to pick that up though, but look at the size of this rascal. That's a big ventilation tower. Well, there's Jimmy at the bottom of it. And there it goes. The brickwork on it's something else. There's a lot of effort gone into the actual building itself. It's not just a big square block. Heading back now to the Stenner Ceiling dock. And there's, I don't know if you can see, but ahead there's a bit of noise, and there's the water firing out. So there's a vent or something under the water there. Maybe it's part of the tunnel, I don't know. It's shooting jets of water out of the Mersey. Unless there's a whale down there, which I doubt. Do you see that, Jim?
See what?
Where the water's venting out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
See?
Oh yeah. I don't think that's that. Won't be a whale.
No, I don't think so. I think it's some kind of vent for the tunnel or something, maybe. Not quite sure. It's interesting though. This is on full zoom as well, by the way, so I can pull it out.
Might go and have a look. Is that alright?
Yeah, I'll follow with you. We'll have to get going soon because we've got to get Jim back because he's in work tomorrow. So there's the building again. Quite a lot of windows in there. They were lit up earlier, but I think whoever was in there has gone home. Don't blame them. Some of the larger hotels are over there as well. I did a training course in one of those a few years ago. There's the water. I don't know. I might be able to light it up. I don't know if the torch that I've got with me is good enough because it's like it's more of an area torch than a pointable one. But I'll see if I can get it to illuminate a bit. I don't think so. I think it's a bit too far away, but you can hear it certainly. Oh, and Marie's going a bit further, so
Yeah, we'll go back this way.
carry on. What's it say here? It says warning, submerged outfall. Submerged outfall. I don't know what submerged outfall means, but it sounds ominous.
Hey,
There's your alarm, I think, going off. It's there's some kind of a alarm going off by some kind of a pump. I don't know what it is, to be honest. But it's probably all to do with getting air into the Mersey tunnel and getting carbon monoxide out. Because there's so many cars flying through there, isn't there? So. There's been blue flashing lights going since we got here, across the way. Yeah. Right, I'll give the SLR a bit of a go and I'll stick it on at the end of the footage and see how it comes out, but I'm expecting it to be very shaky because I don't have a gimbal. But I'll do a little bit of filming with it. Okie dokie. There's Liverpool. Smashing city. Really like Liverpool. Right, let's get on the DSLR and see how we get on. Hopefully it's not too terrible. Chat away as much as you like. See how it comes out. I'm not sure if it'll come out very well at all, to be honest, but at least I'll be able to get a little bit of a zoom with this. Like I say, I haven't got a gimbal, so
get the tower, radio tower and stuff in it.
yeah, I'll just move a little bit further over.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you want to see if I can come to the window with the camera and see what's in on me? Don't mind, do you?
I don't think you'll see, to be honest, mate. I don't think you'll see.
You're going to come over though a bit, or just walk over here, or something like that?
You'll get to see it's dark in there.
So it's too black for the camera even. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance of seeing anything there.
Hey?
You see anything?
No, I can't.
No. I'll tell you what I have got though, Jim. I've got my torch.
Yeah, go on, you've got a torch,
Yeah.
I don't even know, yeah.
See?
No, I can't see anything in here.
Oh no, there's a metal wall. Try this one here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you see the metal, like a metal wall?
Yeah, you can't you?
There's a bottle of water, there's that bottle of water.
Yeah.
What is it then? Like, is it
Bottle of mineral
glass?
water.
Is it glass? No, right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Glass, not a wall, yeah.
and a metal wall.
And a window open up there. Pigeons will be loving that.
The glass.
Yeah.
Right, let's get back over to the task at hand. I'll move. Yeah, up the top. I'll move a little bit further away just because I can't really see a great deal from where we're stood. But if I move over a little, the Stena Sea-Link terminal is a little bit further to the left, and you can actually get to see what's what across the way, to an extent anyway. Like I said, I haven't got a gimbal, so this will be shaking all over the place, sorry. But let's have a go here. So there you go. That's I think that's the Church of England church, that one. Across the way there, that one. Yep. Big wheel that I mentioned earlier. Yes, near there. There is the actual Albert Dock. You can just about see a bit of the Albert Dock there. And then above the Albert Dock, where are we looking? There we are. That is the Catholic Cathedral, also known as Paddy's Wigwam, if you're a local. Then we've got the Radio City Tower, the Liverpool Museum, now I'm never too sure which one's which here. I think that's the Port of Liverpool building. I think that's the one that looks a little bit like the White House-ish. That one I think is the Cunard building, and that's I think why you get all the Cunard chips coming to give the building and Liverpool a bit of a nod. You know, you get the QE2 here when it was going, and the Queen Mary 2 and what have you. That is the Liver building. I might be able to zoom in on the Liver bird with this. I'm trying to do this on an angle with cables in front of me and all sorts, so bear with me, but that is the Liver building. Right, a bit less shaky when it's zoomed out. And then across the way there's a variety of hotels and things. Then you get in the ceiling dock for the ferry, and then right in the distance over there, you can't see them very well from this side, but right over there, those red lights, right in the distance, they're the cranes. There's probably hundreds of those things along here once upon a time, but times have obviously changed. There we are, Liverpool. Hopefully this comes out okay. Just before we go, let's get a bit more of a ferry. Now one day when I'm rich, I'll get a gimbal for this. I'll be able to film a little bit better. But yeah, nice evening, very peaceful. Right, so we best get Jim home. Poor bugger's got work in the morning.
Yeah.
Look at that, that's a beast of a building. Did you both enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I know I don't want to go on too long, but it's only 5 minutes long. If we go round this way and go the front end, and then we're done.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
We're gonna go right
Just
round.
pause
Okay,
this.
sure.
Just before I go, get a little bit of footage of the front of the Art Deco style tunnel vent. There's a heck of a pile of alarms going off somewhere. Oh, there are some signs of life in the tunnel buildings too, there, see? But what a great Art Deco structure, isn't it? Brilliant, brilliant. Very impressive, and I just can't explain the size of it. It is massive, absolutely massive. You know, there's people at the bottom, and it just goes up and up and up. It's massive. I'll have to come back here with the gimbal at some point. Hope you enjoyed it anyway. We're going to get off home now because we've got half an hour drive back home. We're lucky we're not far from Liverpool really. Very well situated where we are. It's like half an hour to everywhere pretty much. Right. Bye bye Liverpool. What a cool building. I love it. Take care guys. I'll see you soon. The height of this thing, it is just so huge. And the design is amazing. I mean, there's Jim at the bottom. And it just goes up and up and up and up and up and up. It's just massive. And there's alarms going off all over the place. And then when you come out here, there's the river and the live building and the Paddy's wigwam, etc, etc. Radio City Tower and what have you. And then
How did you get in that tunnel then them doors? Did you go in or
just
something,
across the way,
No, they're not doors.
the Midland
I don't know.
Midland Railways. I think that's probably long closed.
I think that's for the railway tunnels, isn't that? Because the Merseyton cars, they've got
Yeah, it could be. It could be, you know. It could be the one for the railway tunnel. That is a good point, you know. Anne-Marie's talking right there. That could be.
They've been saying for years.
'Cause it was 1920, so that'd ring true because the Mersey, the car tunnel, like we were saying before, was 1938, I think it was. Right, anyway, let's call it quits. Time to go home. Bye bye for now.